Greetings, good life. I want to continue on today reading my Benevolent Magic blog for you. And today's post was originally put up on Monday, October 10th of 2005. And it's called Deer and Their Gift to Our Children. Today, I would like to teach a little bit about experiencing yourself as the most benevolent animal on the planet. Many of you feel this way about dolphins, and they are indeed benevolent, and whales, yes, but most of you do not see these animals. There is one who lives in the wild, who walks amongst you, sometimes very nervously, because it is their duty to come amongst you and spread a radiated good feeling that is their heart and soul, and this is the deer. I would like you, if you would care to, especially those of you who've been reading this blog or who feel a sense of great spirituality about you, to say the following living prayer for the deer. I am asking that all deer and their cousins, elk, and other beings like them in heart, soul, and physical body on this planet feel great gratitude and appreciation for their having been here throughout most of the time of the human race occupying Earth. Deer are beings that literally spread, by their very energy, the innocence that babies display and children as well. You might think that this innocence makes babies and children vulnerable, but it does just the opposite. It expresses a form of feminine energy that is known as heart vulnerability. Heart vulnerability does not make you, how can we say, susceptible to harm. Heart vulnerability, when broadcast, is a need that almost all people react to. It is quite obvious that most people are very protective towards babies and children, and this is why. It isn't just something you naturally do. You can look around the animal world, and not all animals, most, but not all, are as protective towards their young as humans are, and yet it is obvious that it is something very necessary, and seems like, well, everybody does that. But the reason everybody does that is because the deer walks amongst you. The deer is the most loving creature on the planet, especially the young ones and the feminine ones. They walk amongst you and inspire, and they offer their own bodies many times that human beings may eat, and this is a great sacrifice. And of course, in many places, for human culture, a necessity. It is this: the nature of humanity in your time and in all other times is to be kind and considerate to each other's needs, and to broadcast our own needs, and to respond to the needs of others. It is true in your time very often. People are conditioned away from doing this, because many of our cultures have created an artificial sense of values that are not based on true human values. True human values are the ones most admired: benevolence, kindness, compassion. While it is true that you are born needing these things, you are not born having these things. It is because the spirit of deer walks amongst us that we have these things. It is true now that deer are beginning to leave the planet. Therefore, they are leaving in the auric field of the planet. and in the future of Earth, the means that human beings will acquire these natural abilities that we all take for granted. We all know that babies are born needing. Very soon, they will be born providing, and this is good. And these children will be treasured, and soon all children will be like that. And by their very natures, just like deer, so will they broadcast this energy, and bring to the earth a peace and a harmony that knows no differences between peoples, but only recognizes the value of us all. Good life.